Hey all, Hipper here. Now today is a bit of a different video because as I'm sure you know, I don't really division up a lot. I'm mostly a solo player, but I have been for a few times in the last month or two, something like that. I've been teaming up with Where Are You Aaron, and usually it's Let 'em Peek as well. And in this game here we played with Aaron earlier, but he had to go to bed, like the big sissy he is. So we continued on without him and decided to do a triple Hipper division. So in this game it is GalaxyWolf, Let 'em Peek, and myself, and we're all in Hippers just to make it a little bit different. Now, firstly, I just want to apologize for the video quality here. It's pretty bad, and I also didn't get the sound. And I'm not really sure what happened, but the original video file was corrupted, so I had to like jump through some hoops and then actually upload it to YouTube and then download. So if all that stuff isn't enough, it's also compressed twice. So yeah, I apologize for that, but I'm just playing some World of Warships music in the back so you don't get too bored. So anyway, I'm just heading in here in the middle and turning on my sonar. That always seems to work out well on this map here because it's such a long range here, so you can pretty much cover the whole cap just by sitting here. And what usually happens is either the destroyers panic and run away and you get to cap, or they go on some kind of suicide mission like this guy here, where I don't really know what he's on to, but he's hoping to torp me, which I don't think is going to happen. So that's why it's a good spot to sit, and of course you can get like surrounded here if you're not careful. So yeah, be careful. Now I realize you can't hear the team chatter, which is a bit of a shame. But what's happening here is that after this destroyer here goes down, Galaxy and I agree that we should just push in, because like nobody wants to deal with two pushing Hippers, I can promise you that. So we're just having a little conversation here, and then once these torps have passed, we are simply just going to push up on this Nagato here you can see in the background. So because the smoke is there, it makes it easy for us to move up without getting like pummeled, basically. And once we get around the corner here, like I said before, two Hippers in a position like this isn't really something anyone wants to deal with. So all these battleships here are pretty much locked behind the islands. And there's not really much they can do. There's no way they can like ambush us because there's two of us, and we have what, 24 torpedoes between us, and yeah, it's a bit of a fool's errand to try to wrestle us out from here. So by pushing in like this, we're going to obviously push back the middle of the map, and we're also going to set up some nice crossfires on especially A. Now usually it's not a good idea to take out three of the same type of ship, no matter what the type is, really. And this is really just a game just for fun, really. But actually, I don't think three Hippers is a bad idea. Well, three cruisers of any kind, really, because Hipper is fun, and with three of them, you pretty much get 3 times the fun. And I'd like to do this again. And see if we can set up some pretty devastating games here, because if you can approach the enemy correctly with 3 Hippers at once, it's gonna be you know, torpedo land. So this kind of play works really well, and with 2 sonars on these cruisers here, you also have quite a good ability to like spot torpedoes and of course destroyers. And like I said before, this position here allows us to control the whole map in these particular cruisers here that are like very, very tough and heavily armed with torpedoes and like AP that isn't worth checking out for anyone who's not, well, covered in armor, I guess. So here you can see we have a battleship that's trying to push into B, and I mean that's not surprising, because someone will need to make a push sooner or later, otherwise they're going to lose the game. So I'm just gonna get myself into safety here and just shoot a few torps off. And I will continue on this vector here, because I can see that the Galaxy is pointing the other way. So I am assuming that he'll fire torps at the battleship as well, which he ends up doing. And I'll just continue on then, and we can set up a nice little crossfire on these battleships here on the side. I got one torp hit on the battleship, not exactly very impressive, but one count still. And just missed out on citadeling that Ochakov completely. So I'm gonna play the wounded duck here. So these guys will hopefully focus on me, and then allow Galaxy to get in a little bit closer. And that works out beautifully. So yeah, like I said, Hipper is a lot of fun. It always has been, but it's a lot more fun now after the buff. And if you play it solo, it's fun. Another nice citadel there. And as you can see, if you play it in Division, it's also fun. You don't have to play all the strong ships in a Division. You don't have to be all Wishitas and Udachis and Jambars. I mean, of course you can if you want, but like the ships that perhaps struggle a little bit in carrying games solo, they tend to do really well in a Division, like Hipper here, for example. So that's the end of the game, and I just thought I wanted to share this game with you here, just to show you something different, and also to underline the fact that I actually do play Divisions sometimes. And I think my Divisions with Where Are You, Aaron are probably like 80% of my total Division games.